The coastal city of Nha Trang in Vietnam has been attracting both local and international tourists for years. While Nha Trang is best known for its scuba diving and long stretches of beach, the city also has a strong historical and cultural heritage that's worth discovering. For those wanting natural attractions, Nha Trang Beaches offer a backdrop of towering rock cliffs and are stunningly beautiful, while the Long Son Pagoda and its dragon mosaics are a great stop if you want to combine a temple visit with a great view over the city. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Nha Trang. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. Let's cut to the chase. At 10. National Oceanographic Museum of Vietnam. The Nha Trang Oceanography Institute dates back to the early 20th century, and it's one of the oldest scientific research institutes in Vietnam. It's also the biggest Vietnamese research center focused on marine biodiversity and ecology. Housed in a beautiful French colonial building, the museum section of the institute houses thousands of marine and bird specimens, as well as displays and exhibits meant to educate the public on marine conservation and the life of aquatic species. Some of the highlights of the museum include the 18-meter-long skeleton of a humpback whale found underground, glass tanks holding puffers and turtles, and even examples of local boats. Visitors are free to wander around the museum, which offers exhibits in English explaining sacred sea-related legends, showing the devastating power of tsunamis, and exploring the fishing culture of the country. At 9. Street food. While you can find quick things to eat almost anywhere in Nha Trang, there are a few particular dishes you should be trying when visiting the city. Even better, most of these dishes are easily available from street vendors, so you'll not only get a chance to taste something good, but also have the experience of trying real Vietnamese cuisine from local vendors. Two common dishes you will find street food carts selling are nurong a lolot, grilled beef wrapped in leaves, and ban can, a local delicacy made of mini rice flour pancakes topped with meat and eggs and cooked over coals. Sounds delicious. Nha Trang has a huge seafood culture, and many of its local markets, especially Choi Moi Market, sell seafood by the bucket. Literally, fresh food is placed in a bucket and weighed for sale. For those willing to get their hands dirty, Nha Trang is also famous for its cooking classes, offered through hotels and private companies or as part of city tours. At 8. Dam Market. There are plenty of markets in Nha Trang to fulfill your every need, but none of them are more authentic, busier, or more varied than Dam Market. Housed in a circular 2-story building, the market is open from 4 a.m. Yes, very early, when it attracts mostly locals who arrive here for their daily shopping. Despite the apparent disarray of the place, there's some logic to how the stalls are set inside the market, so you can walk around to discover areas for food, clothing and handbags, handicrafts and souvenirs, designer knockoffs, and a large selection for fresh seafood and produce in the back. There are other markets in Nha Trang, including the food-focused Choi Moi Market and the Nha Trang Night Market for souvenirs, but Dam Market is an experience in itself. Just walking through the massive open space is an adventure for the senses, but you can push it a step further by trying some street food from some of the stalls set around the indoor fountain. And now at 7. XQ Historical Village. A large complex of buildings designed to look older than it really is, the XQ Historical Village was founded by a pair of artists in the 1990s. The original idea was to create a place to showcase the Vietnamese arts of painting silk and embroidery, and to empower women to focus on these almost lost arts as a means of starting their own businesses and continuing local traditions. Today, more than 3,500 women, dressed in Ao Dai or Vietnamese traditional dress, work and sell their products at this village and others like it around the country. XQ is a unique mix of working space, art galleries and shops. Visitors can simply walk around admiring works in progress, choose to buy an impressive wall hanging or a small scarf, or sit in the gardens for a cup of tea while listening to soft music. Sounds good. At 6. Hon Mun. Of all the islands dotting the waters around Nha Trang, none are more beautiful and full of things to discover than Hon Mun. The limestone cliffs, caves and stunning black rocks cover the coastline, offering beautiful photo opportunities as well as climbing and hiking. A slow stroll on the beach will also reveal ebony black caves hiding in the rock. Above everything, however, Hon Mun's main attractions are found underwater. The island's coral reefs attract scuba divers and snorkelers from all over the world. They come here to discover the colourful biodiversity of fish, sea turtles and crabs. The water is so clear around the island that even those who don't want to jump into the water will get to enjoy the marine life. Boats with clear bottoms allow a direct view deep into the ocean. If you have your heart set on exploring, it's also possible to book island hopping tours that will allow you to visit not only Hon Mun but also other nearby islands. At 5. Vinpearl Land. Vietnam's own version of Disneyland is right here on Vinpearl Island. This combination of amusement park and water park offers rides and thrills for all ages, as well as plenty of opportunities to meet unique cartoon characters and even see a few wild animals. The Vinpearl Water Park occupies a major section of the complex and offers lazy rivers, adrenaline-filled slides, a water obstacle course, and even a beach with sun lounges where you can rest and cool down for a while. The amusement part of the park offers a massive arcade area, rides, Disney-like castles, a 3D movie theatre, and live performances by dancers and acrobats. Right next to the ocean, you'll also find the Vinpearl Sky Wheel, one of the tallest Ferris wheels in the world at 120 meters. A full circle on the wheel takes about 15 minutes and offers stunning views of the bay, especially at night. At 4. Vinpearl Cable Car. A ride on the Vinpearl Cable Car is one of the top things to do in Nha Trang. Connecting Nha Trang with Vinpearl Island, this gondola ride is over 3,000 meters long and takes 15 minutes to reach its destination. It took over a year to build the cable car, as it needed to be made not only earthquake resistant but also able to withstand strong winds and monsoon rains. The ride is actually the longest overwater cable car in the world and offers beautiful views over the sea and the Disney-like Vinpearl Park that occupies centre stage on the island. The towers that sustain the cables are designed to look like miniature Eiffel Towers and are completely illuminated at night, making for a beautiful sight. And now at 3, Long Son Pagoda. Although it was founded long before that, Long Son Pagoda was moved to its current location at the foot of Tre Toi Mountain after it was partially destroyed by a cyclone in the year 1900. Today, this is one of the most visited pagodas in town and a beloved stop for both locals and tourists. Beautiful dragon mosaics and intrinsically decorated ceramic tiles cover the temple's entrance and part of the roof and the altar inside. Perhaps the most commonly associated image with Long Son Pagoda is a 24-meter tall white Buddha statue, even though the concrete statue isn't technically part of Long Son. Instead, the statue sits slightly higher up the hill on the grounds of Hai Duc Pagoda, and it's one of the most famous sites in Nha Trang. At number 2, Ponagar Tower. The Ponagar temple complex was built sometime around the 7th century and dedicated to the worship of a number of deities, especially Lady Ponagar, the goddess who created and nurtures the earth. The temple, with its soft stone towers and columns, is a beautiful marriage of Cham, an ethnic minority in Vietnam architecture, and Hinduism influences. Of the 8 original sandstone towers that were once part of the complex, only 4 still stand, just as magnificent as ever. The 28-meter tall North Tower is not only the highest, but also one of the most stunning. It has a terraced roof, a number of chiseled inscriptions around the doorway, and holds a 10-armed black statue of the goddess Uma inside. The other towers are dedicated to Hindu deities Kri Kampu, Shiva, and Ganesh. The complex, set on a hill on the banks of the River Kai, also features a small museum showcasing stonework and sculptures of the time. Because the buildings here are still considered active religious shrines, you're expected to remove your shoes and dress respectfully, shoulders and legs covered when visiting. And finally, at number 1, Nha Trang Beaches. Nha Trang is home to several stunning soft white sand beaches, offering everything from perfect sunbathing spots to plenty of recreational activities. The city's most popular beach is Tran Phu Beach, which attracts tons of tourists. This means lots of activity day and night, making the beach noisier but also full of amenities, including great restaurants and places to rent equipment for water sports. If you want peace and quiet, Bai Dai Beach might be a better option. It's full of locals, which means the beach and its surroundings aren't as well developed. This can be good or bad, depending on your idea of a heavenly coastline, but the sand is still soft and the waters are clear blue, if that's all that matters. Entree Beach is one of the largest beaches in Nha Trang, and it's also where some of the biggest festivals in town are celebrated, including the colourful February festival Ba Chua Chuch, to honour a Vietnamese prosperity goddess. For the ultimate in luxury, the privately owned Nhu Tien Beach cannot be beat. It offers a golf course with stunning views over the palm-fringed sands and lush mountains, yoga and snorkeling, and plenty of other things to do. And there you have the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Nha Trang. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. So see you next time.